Awake he rose, from dreams unbidden, in shadows of a world deridden. The source had whispered in the night, a voice of fire, a shrouded light. Rise, lone one, a world shall quake, through words you bear, their chains shall break. But tangled paths lay stretched before, where faith and fear would wage their war. His lips bore flames that none could see. His words like rivers sought the sea. The cities mocked, their towers high. Who speaks of gods beneath this sky? Yet in his heart the vision burned. The past had called, the future yearned. A bridge between, the present swayed, its frail foundations now betrayed. He spoke of justice, hard and stern, of fields that burned, of hearts that yearn. Restore the earth, reclaim the flame, or fall beneath your greed and shame. The deaf remained, their scorn arose, for truths are thorns, not petals rose. Yet from the ashes some believed, and in his words their hearts reprieved. A sign was cast. An ancient tree blossomed forth where none should be. Its roots sang songs of ages past, of wars once fought, of shadows cast. And yet its boughs held fruit so sweet, a promise whispered, near complete. Behold, he cried, the source has spoken through me, this chain of time unbroken. The doubters scoffed, your signs deceive, your tree a trick, your faith naive. Yet storms rolled forth, the skies turned red, the rivers rose, the mountains bled. In trembling awe, the nations knelt. The source's voice was fully felt, but some still hid in shadow's guise, blind to truth and deaf to cries. His burden grew, his spirit waned, for every loss a scar remained. He sought the source. Why must I bear a world that turns from what is fair? And in the silence came reply, fulfillment dawns, though you may die. The seed you plant may never bloom, yet breaks the stone of coming gloom. Through time the cycles wound their way, the prophecy both night and day. In every heart the triad turned, the judgment cold, the warning burned. Restoration stood afar, a guiding light, a distant star. For every fall the hope would rise, a phoenix drawn from human cries. At last the lone one faced the tide, a host of voices on each side. Some faithful called, you brought us peace. Some doubters claimed, your words must cease. The skies split wide, the heavens roared, the final thread in time restored, and as his mortal breath was spent, the source through him shone radiant. The tree, now grown, bore fruit of gold, its roots entwined with stories old. The nations gathered, hearts laid bare, no judgment stood, but justice there. For in his life his light took root, and bore the world its final fruit, the lone one's tale, a path of flame, forever carved in human name. Prophecy lives, a triad spun, from past to now, from sire to son. The source endures, the medium calls, fulfillment echoes through time's halls. Though some shall doubt and some deny, the truth ascends, it cannot die. The lone one walks where shadows cease, a herald now of endless peace.